man, I hope you had a great weekend. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. And got to enjoy a little bit of fresh air and all that good stuff you're supposed to do on the weekends. I know I did. And thankful for it. So, but ready to get on with another week. Well, you like that shirt? It says no. With some very recognizable hair on the top of that big O over here. No, I don't want Trump. And this came from Scott Houghton, and I believe it's from Donnies, Maryland. The handwriting was a little messed up by the machines they run through the post office, I guess, and it was very hard to read the name. I think it said Scott Houghton from Donnies, Maryland. If it did, thank you very much, Scott. If it didn't, put your name in the comment because the Postal Service messed up your return address there. So I think it came from Maryland though, so appreciate that very much. We're very thankful for the fans that send in t-shirts. I've always said if you send me a shirt in, I'll wear the shirt, call you out, and then answer any questions you have that you might send me. And it's just a fun way to support the show. Anyway, what's going on? Well, there's plenty going on. Nothing that Donnie really wants to be particularly involved with, but you know, after the shooting in Parkland, remember he came out and said that he was for raising the age limit to 21. He thought that was a good idea, amongst other things that he thought. But you know, today things have changed a little bit, especially when he's talking about raising the age limit to 21. He said he likes the concept of that. He didn't say he was supportive of it like he did before. He didn't say that. He said he likes the concept. Asked about universal background checks. He wants to strengthen background checks. Now, there's a choice in his words that he uses. Now, why is that? Because Donnie had lunch with the NRA over the weekend, and the NRA, LaPierre, gave him his ass his marching orders, told him what he could and could not say. And that's what we got now. Raising the age limit to 21, the NRA does not like that. They're not going to support that. All of a sudden, Donnie just likes the concept. Well, you know, we'll have to look into that. Yeah, kick the can down the road. Universal background checks. Now, you got to remember, universal background checks, that word means that they close the gun hole, the gun show loophole. Where these people, anybody, they do it all day here in Texas, anywhere in Texas, you can go, there's a gun show going on somewhere, and you can walk in as an American citizen and buy any gun or any amount of guns and walk out with no background check or nothing. Baby, you got the cash, you got the weapon. That's what it is. That's what that is. Do you want to have a universal background check? Well, no. We're for strengthening the background check. You know, fix these systems that don't talk to each other. Yeah, we need to do that. But universal means everybody gets one. Oh, no. Yeah, he had lunch with the NRA, baby. Yeah. Close that gun show loophole and you will close the biggest supplier of illegal weapons in this country. The weapons from that nut job that's waiting to shoot up places. That guy, because he can't go to a gun store and buy an AR-15. Hell no. But if you know somebody, you know, bought 15 of them at the last gun show, or how many ever you could walk out with, and then what happened to them, you know, 5 or 6 that you just bought? You know, no. You know, I seen somebody's put a comment on there that said they ought to have you'd have to buy your ammunition at the police department. If you wanted to buy ammunition, you ought to go to the police department and buy it. That's not a bad idea. I suggested maybe they ought to put a laser mark on every damn one of those bullets, every bullet. And when you bought the bullets, they scan the package and you sign for them. And if that bullet ends up in somebody's body, well, they know where to go looking. But oh no, they wouldn't support that either. That's taking away the right of privacy and all that other bullshit that they spread. That to make up excuse after excuse, change a word here, change a word there. No. Harden the schools. We need to harden the schools, arm the teachers. That's Donnie's idea. Donnie said, Donnie let this come out of his mouth, his disgusting, foul, lying crap of a mouth. He said that he would have run in with his bare hands to stop that shooter in that school. I call bullshit, Donnie. You are a coward. You showed us that already. Don't you remember, Donnie, when Vietnam was going on and your nation called out to you when my brother was dodging bullets over in the bush? Your ass got caught. No, I can't go because I got a boat. You showed yourself to be a coward. I've never seen you produce any leadership at all. You stumbled into this presidency because the Russians put your ass there. Don't come up here saying that you'd run into the building. You're nothing but a stinking liar. Are you shitting me? You would crap your pants, Donnie. I would run into the building. Sarah Sanders said he would show leadership. No, he wouldn't. He'd be like the other cops that were on the scene while the shooting was happening. Sit outside and assess the situation. That's what we'll wait for. SWAT's coming any minute. We got to wait for them. The good guy with the gun was there. And it did no good. You want to put guns in the hands of teachers, first graders? You know, first grade teacher up there packing heat. That's what the... Jay Inslee. I'm proud of that guy. He's the governor of the state of Washington. I saw him in the governor's meeting, in their meeting with Donnie. When Donnie was pushing, we got to arm the teachers, 20% of the teachers, are just itching to shoot somebody and they'll handle it. Jay Inslee called him out and said he has talked to those teachers. He's talked to the educators. They don't want the guns, Donnie. Maybe 1% of them do. They're the same whack jobs that want the AR-15 in their office, probably. It's not there. They just can't get away from the fact it's the gun. Jay Inslee told the president, maybe less tweeting and more listening would help. That's what he told him. Standing right up there when he was first talking about the teachers not wanting guns and everything, he's sitting up there and he's listening, and you know how he is. He looks over this way and looked. And then when he started talking about he crossed his arms. He's pissed now. He's all mad up there because somebody called him bullshit. Somebody called out on his bull crap that he's trying to sell the NRA's line that what we need is more fortified schools and teachers with guns. What about the theater in Aurora? The movie theater. Los Angeles. How about the outdoor music festival? How are we going to harden that? We got to harden those restaurants. We got to harden those because that's where they happen. They don't just happen in schools. We want to protect our children from the guns to get in the school. How about we just deal with the gun issue? That way we don't have to worry about them in a restaurant, in a movie theater, in an outdoor music concert. We don't have to worry about it then. Tell me he would run in. That man's a stinking liar and he's a coward. He has showed himself to be a coward. Cadet Bone Spurs. 5 deferments so he wouldn't have to go to Vietnam. My brother was lucky to get his ass out alive. I seen a tweet from John Dean. John Dean. No, not the movie star. John Dean, he was Nixon's lawyer back during Watergate. I remember because those of us around my age remember the bullshit that Nixon tried to pull. The same kind of crap that Donnie's trying to pull. Except back then they had Republicans that would at least stand up and be courageous and do the right thing against their own president. Not today, baby. Not today. They're locked up with Donnie, stepping right inside. But I noticed that John Dean was talking about Gates flipping. Gates is going to testify against Manafort. Now you got to remember, Paul Manafort, before I go on with his tweet, Paul Manafort, he was the first campaign manager for Donnie. He did not get hired by Donnie. Paul Manafort ran in there and volunteered to be his campaign manager without pay. Now, Paul Manafort runs in there, hey, I want to be your campaign manager, but you don't have to pay me. I just want to be your campaign manager. And he became that man. Paul Manafort has been known for years. That's what he's in trouble for. Laundering money from Russia, being involved in the Ukraine and Russian politics. And that's what that man is known for prior to Donnie even coming on the scene. So who better to run over there and be the liaison between Russia and little Donnie than Paul Manafort? And that's what happened. That's what I believe happened. Paul Manafort ran his ass over there. Hey, I got Vladimir Putin in my ear, baby, and this is what he's telling me to tell you. That kind of shit. If it can be proven, if Paul Manafort flips, that's where it comes in, because John Dean said the link between that Paul Manafort could possibly be the link between Russia and Trump. If Trump knew anything, then it's collusion, baby. Then he colluded with a foreign country against our nation. And it's still going on today. You see anything going on about the voter problem we had with Russia? Hell no. Do you see any sanctions on Russia? Hell no. Although, you know, this weekend the Syrians really stepped up their bomb attacks on their own people. The rebels, the American-backed rebels. The Syrians, backed by Russia. And Donnie's already told them, you can't do this shit. We'll do something there. We'll do something if you do anything else. Well, they're doing something else. And Sarah was called up on it, and she said, well, you know, we don't want to talk about what we might do. They can damn sure talk about everything else. North Korea, oh, hell yeah, we got more sanctions coming tomorrow, baby, and they're going to be tough. And there ain't no going to the table with North Korea unless they give up their nukes. That's what Sarah said today. Hey, denuclearize Korean Peninsula. That's the only thing that get Donnie to come to the table. They already have nuclear bombs, Donnie. We've seen them blow the son of a bitches up. You know, anything excuse you could come up with. But Donnie has no trouble getting all after it about North Korea. Russia? Well, you know, we don't want to talk about what we might do. We might impose some sanctions on them because they're... Yeah, you ain't done the last ones, you assholes. What kind of fools do you think we are? Yes, he's a Russian hack. He will not say anything against Putin. He will not act against Russia for anything. For anything. You let that sink in. Whatever the hell Russia's trying to do, Donnie's not trying to stop them. Ooh, President Z over in China. Donnie probably loves this. Well, they passed a law over there that there's no term limits on presidents. So President Z can stay there forever. And what makes me think Donnie kind of likes that. Sarah was asked about it, and Sarah just said, well, you know, that's a different country and we have nothing to do. Anywhere else we would call that a dictatorship. Anywhere else we would speak up and say that's not right. That's not a democratic society. Donnie don't want to say nothing because Donnie likes that idea. You watch your ass. He loves that idea. But we can't let him have that kind of shit. Jared Kushner's not supposed to be having any dealings there in the secret information there in the White House anymore because they're not supposed to be having any dealings with anybody that doesn't have security clearance anymore. They're not supposed to be looking at anything if they don't have the... That's what John Kelly said today. Sarah Sanders says, when asked about it, does Jared Kushner no longer have the ability to look at these papers? Sarah Sanders said, we don't want to talk about individual cases. Yep, grab that old turd up there. Grab a rag over there and start polishing that turd. Sarah, we don't want... You were asked that out. The man that's supposed to be in charge of everything that Donnie doesn't know how to do and he thinks his little son-in-law can do, Can he discuss the things in the Middle East? Can he discuss the things all over the world that are highly sensitive? Without a security clearance. That's the question. Can he? Oh, we don't want to discuss that. No, he can't get a security clearance because he's tied up with the Mueller investigation. The FBI's not done what else to ask, and he's not going to get one. And it's all just a bunch of shit they're shoving up our butt again. Delay, delay, delay. Any way they can. That's Donnie's game. Talk about something else. Let's don't talk about Russia. Let's don't talk about guns. Let's talk about, well, we'll consider the concept of raising the age limit. Yeah, we know who's pulling his strings. Russia, the NRA, those that gave him the money are who Donnie is loyal to. And we all know Donnie's just real big on that loyalty shit. And so Donnie is very loyal to Vladimir Putin. And he's going to be loyal to the NRA today. He's coming out. Don't worry about the NRA. Don't worry. Don't worry. We'll stand up to him. You ain't going to stand up to him. We're going to wait for this legislation. We're going to wait for that. We're going to wait for Paul Ryan to grow a beard my length before he brings anything up on the floor. There have been bills ready to go to the floor. Paul Ryan is the one who has always denied their say on the floor. Paul Ryan has. That one guy. Vote his ass out. Anyway, what else is going on? Beto O'Rourke in January raised $2.2 million. He is not taking PAC money. These are not big donations. These are donations from Texans and others around the country that support this man, and I do very much. Raised $2.2 million. You want to know how much Ted Cruz raised? $800,000. What's the matter, Ted? Don't have the big backers you had when you were standing up against Donnie? When you were telling people to vote your conscience? And then turned around and kissed Donnie's ass as much as you can? And now you're going to try to reach out to Donnie for help? Go ahead, baby. He's not very well liked, buddy. Did you see his approval rating? Down to 35% again. Down again, 35%. As I always say, 25% are those stinking white supremacist, neo-Nazi, scumbag cockroaches that will never give him up. That's 25% of Donnie's base down there. They love him. He is the man. He's right up there with the Grand Poobah and the Wizard and all that other bullshit. Hitler himself, the neo-Nazis love him. So we're looking at the difference between 25 and 35. 10%! Donnie, that sucks, buddy. That really sucks. I hope you tune in. So I tweet him all the time. I tried to tell him the percentages of people in this country that think he sucks. And I tweet to him all the time about it. Anyway, what else is going on? That's about it. I got Emma Gonzalez, you know, the little girl that spoke up after the shooting. She has twice the numbers of followers as the NRA does, baby. That's right. That little girl has twice as many followers as the NRA. So you know what I say? Kiss off, NRA. You ain't squat no more. Your big, powerful voice isn't for the people. It's for the people that manufacture the guns. And they want to pump out as many guns as they can because that's the whole idea with the gun lobby. You got to cut them guns out, put them in teachers' hands, put them in everybody's hands. If everybody's got a gun, then we have a freaking circle firing squad. We're all shooting each other. Instead of working towards a better society, they want us to get more guns. That's the answer. Get guns. This guy says get many guns, get as much ammunition as you can. Because your fellow Americans, they're going to get you if you don't. Well, I call bullshit on that. I call utter bullshit on that. These people that they speak of, that's us. That's us. That's Americans who don't want teachers to pack guns, who don't want an AR-15 laying under their bed at night so they can be real close to it. It's a sickness. But Donnie cut the mental health. Hell, that cuts out half the NRA right there. If they took a mental aptitude test, are you shitting me? That's what I mean. The only thing they care about is the Second Amendment in there. Anyway, I'm running long. I want to thank, hey, somebody bought a shirt on Zazzle. I appreciate that. That's the first shirt we sold on Zazzle. It was, I'm proud to be a Blue Dot member, family member, and I haven't seen who bought it yet, but thank you very much for it. It was our first t-shirt sale there. It's our attempt to try to raise money to keep this thing going and provide the funds to do the stuff I want to do. And those people that donate to Patreon, I appreciate y'all so much. That goes a long way, baby, and it comes right at the right time. So I really want to say a shout out to those people. My son is working on he's taking him a little bit of time, but he's getting closer to be able to put together a video to watch this beard grow. And for those that you may not know, this beard has not been shaved. I have not shaved since that asshole got elected. And I will shave it off the day we run his ass out of office. And it's getting too long as it is. Come on, Mueller. Anyway, that's about all I got. Have a good day. Try to make tomorrow better. Stay involved. Stay informed. Because that's the key. If you're informed, you'll vote Democrat. John Bertavo, a Blue Dot in Texas on YouTube. John Bertavo on Facebook. John Bertavo Speaks, a Blue Dot family. Go by there. Give those people a like. Join the crowd over there. They're getting stuff done. At Blue Dot in Texas on Twitter. Stop by other people. The Filthy Mouth Liberal. Go look him up. He's, there's people out there doing the same thing I'm doing. I'm not saying you have to do this to me all the time. Just stay involved and stay motivated. There's a lot of intelligent people out there screaming the same shit and probably doing a better job of it than me. But listen, be involved. Get involved in your single area and make this better for all of us. In the meantime, y'all take care. We'll see y'all later.